Having finished top of the table after 22 matches, Ulster went into this game as favourites against a Scarlet side who suffered a blow before the game had kicked off when the returning Rhys Priestland was injured in a pre-match warm-up to be replaced by Owen Williams. Ulster had already beaten Scarlets twice this season, home and away. The Welsh side hoping to make it third time lucky against Mark Anscombe's team. The Ulster coach stressed pre-match that he wouldn't tolerate complacency in front of another sellout Ravenhill crowd. After defeat at home to Treviso the previous week, the Welsh side started this game with much more purpose and forced an early penalty and a chance for Williams to show that he was a more than able replacement for Priestland. The out-half, who's on his way to Leicester next season, would always be expected to score from in front of the posts, which he duly did, and the visitors led 3-0 with 4 minutes gone. Ulster were quickly down the other end, looking for an immediate response, and it was forthcoming. Referee Alain Roland penalised Scarlets for not releasing, and Ruan Pienaar kicked well to make it 3-3 in the 6th minute. The man from Bloemfontein came into the game having already scored 141 points this season, and he had 3 more to add to that tally. Midway through the first half, with the score still at 3 apiece, the spark started to fly, and a few fists as well. As Ulster piled the pressure on Scarlets, tempers flared. Andrew Trimble seemed to strike number 15, Liam Williams, and Williams reacted furiously. The ref was well placed to see the incident, and despite the fact that punches seemed to be clearly thrown, Roland decided that a yellow card for both parties would suffice. Maybe both players a little lucky not to see red. With both sides down to 14 men, Ulster were the team to take advantage in the 25th minute. The forwards were bashing away at the Welsh side's rear guard, and when Pienaar picked out a pass to Tommy Bowe, the winger showed why he's been selected for the Lions with an excellent execution for the first try of the night. The signs weren't looking good for Scarlets, and when Pienaar converted from wide left, it was 10-3 for the home side. Scarlets' hopes of breaking the run of 5 defeats in their last 6 against Ulster were looking slim when the Ulster men barged over the line from the line-out for the second try of the game. The Welsh side's defence completely unable to cope with the maul, and Robbie Diack dropped over the line to extend the home side's lead. It was a classic training ground move, and one that gave Ulster a very healthy lead. 34 minutes gone, 15-3 to the good. In first half injury time, Pienaar added another penalty from straight in front of the posts to make it 18-3 and leave the Welsh side needing a big turnaround in fortunes as the half-time whistle blew. Scarlets needed a lightning start to the second half, but instead it was Ulster who resumed on the front foot, and within 3 minutes of the restart they'd extended their lead further. After a superb siding run by Darren Cave, once again it was the beef merchants up front who did the damage. Tom Court back in the starting lineup for this game, getting over the line for try number 3. The referee asked for the TMO's assistance, and after some delay, word came back that the try could be awarded. Pienaar added the extra 2 points, and Ulster were cruising 25-3 ahead. Scarlets then lost Ken Owens and George Earle to injury as the game drifted away from them. However, in the 61st minute, there was something for the Welsh supporters to sing about. An absolutely sublime piece of play from substitute scrum half Gareth Davies. His jinking run a thing of beauty, and none of the Ulster players were able to land a serious hand on him. A brilliant try from the man who's been a fringe figure for Scarlets, but unfortunately for them, even though Owen Williams converted at 25-10, it was probably too little, too late. A couple of minutes later, Pienaar landed another penalty to give Ulster an 18-point cushion, 28-10, at which point Mark Anscombe more or less emptied the Ulster bench. Scarlets took the initiative as the home side took their foot off the pedal, and 2 minutes from time, the Welsh side notched another try when substitute Sione Timani blasted over the line from close range, with the Ulster cover unable to stop the 6'5" Tongan. Owen Williams converted to make it 28-17, and that would be the final score of the game. Celebrations then for the home crowd at full time. The end of an era as demolition begins on the old grandstand next week, but you get the feeling that the future for this Ulster side is decidedly bright. Scarlets are losing some big names, but having made the playoffs for the first time, they've plenty to build on. Ulster look forward to the final at the RDS after a full-time score. Ulster 28, Scarlets 17.